So this is a really, really good movie. When I say that, I mean like through and through. It's an entertaining movie. Me personally, I wasn't bored at any part of the movie at all. I'm gonna be discussing these things called spoilers. So if you don't want to hear that, bye. Ciao. The best part about this movie is Brad Pitt. He was the star of the movie. He made the movie. Leonardo DiCaprio was great, but Brad Pitt he stole the show. One thing I will say is the movie gets slow. Like, I saw it twice. I saw it for the second time today, so now I'm making a review after I saw it twice. Me personally, I found it better the second time watching it, but there were moments where it gets slow. Not get slow, it starts off, that's the slow part. Once you really start getting into it, about a little before midway through the movie, it starts picking up. I will say, for me personally, the best scene in the movie was the Spawn Ranch scene with Brad Pitt, Dakota Fanning, Bruce Dern, Margaret Qualley. That was a beautifully acted scene. Love every part of it. There's a part where Dakota Fanning's character tells everyone else in the house to leave, and while they left, this one guy slashes Brad Pitt's tire, but he's using Leo's car. He's like, "That's my boss's car, and if something happens to this, I'm gonna get in trouble. So you're lucky I got the spare tire. You're gonna fix it." And dude says, "No." And then he's like, "Fuck you." Brad Pitt's like, "Alright, bet." And he punches the guy. That's what you see in the trailer when he's punching that blonde-haired dude. And then he's like, he's bleeding, he throws him into the car. He's like, "Fix it." He's like, "Can I get a rag to wipe my face?" He's like, "Nope." Timothy Olyphant, Luke Perry, Al Pacino, they're good for what they are in there. They're not in it really that long. Pretty much besides Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio, none of the characters really have depth. Like, you don't. Well, I mean, some of them are playing real people, so there's that. But none of them really have depth. You don't learn that much about them. It focuses on Sharon Tate, Margot Robbie throughout the movie for a while, but you really don't. See her do that much. She goes to the theater to watch herself. That's about it. There's a scene with Charles Manson for like 2 minutes. That's pretty much about it. But I really enjoy the dynamic between Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt. They work off each other really well. They're just a really good duo together. The dialogue, coming from Quentin Tarantino, it's perfect. Some people, I know people didn't like The Hateful Eight that much because of how slow it was, but if you didn't like Hateful Eight, you're not going to like this movie, I'm sorry. So I wouldn't go see it. But me personally, I loved everything about the movie. I thought it was great. Kurt Russell, he was really good. Zoe Bell was in it. She was pretty good. The people who played the Manson family, they were really good. The ending was really good too, when Tex and these other two women, they decided to attack Rick Dalton and Cliff Booth instead, because Rick Dalton, he heard the car out when they were going up, and he was like, "Hey, can you get the fuck out? You're being loud. Fuck off." And they went away. The one girl was like, "Yo, why don't we kill the people who taught us to kill?" I don't know where they got that from. Taught, more like it's a show. So, maybe hop off the drugs. Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke's daughter was one of them. There were 4 of them, but she dipped. So Brad Pitt gets this acid cigarette. Smokes it, takes his dog out for a walk. Let me just say, the dog is the MVP of the movie. The dog was awesome. And then he comes back. He's feeding his dog. They bust in. Now, this dog, Brad Pitt, the guy cocks his gun, Brad Pitt calls his dog onto the dude. Oh my god, the dog the dog brutalizes 2 of the 3 attackers. It's crazy. And then Brad Pitt throws this dog food can into the one woman's face, busting her nose in. And then she survives. She goes out into the pool where Rick is listening to music. He goes up and he gets his flamethrower, and he torches the girl alive. It's crazy. I just kept it short and simple, but that's pretty much my review. I enjoyed the movie, and I hope everyone else can too. That's about it.